Some persons, they feel like having a negative emotion or a strong emotion is a sin. Or, I shouldn't be feeling angry. It's so wrong. I shouldn't be feeling jealous. I shouldn't feel this. No, you're able to understand that it serves a function inside of you, right? It's like a checker for you to look deeply and reflect at what could be happening that is making you feel this emotion. You feeling it is not a sin. God put that emotion in you as a signal for you to check that, okay, there is something going on that I need to process properly. Welcome to Soul Haven, a safe place designed to help break limiting beliefs, especially in decision making, so that you can become the best version of yourself. I'm Emanuela Isineme Udwebulu. I'm a psychotherapist. I'm also a teen coach, and I am passionate about helping people break limiting beliefs. I'll be your host today, and we'll be talking about emotional intelligence. If you know you want to make the best out of your life in 2026, this video is for you. So don't go anywhere, sit put and learn all that you can learn. Have you been in a position where you have a friend, or you're in a relationship, you have a partner, or it could be your parent, and you're wondering why your relationship is not working so well? It's maybe because you find it difficult to express your feelings, you find it difficult to share how you are feeling, to tell people what's going on. The lack of emotional intelligence could be the reason why most relationships struggle. Now, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is your ability to recognize, to manage, to understand and use emotions effectively, both in yourself and in others, to guide thinking, to guide your behavior and your relationship with other people. Emotional intelligence is key. Just like the definition, right? It's your ability to manage your emotions, your ability to recognize your emotions, your ability to use your emotions right, and the ability to understand your emotions, and not just yours, like I said, right? Even the emotions of other people. Now, emotional intelligence comprises of 4 parts. When you get it in these 4 parts, then you know that you're doing well or you're making progress, right, in becoming emotionally intelligent. Now, the 4 parts of emotional intelligence is 1, self-awareness. I'm sure you must have heard this over and over again, right? Self-awareness. It's a key part of emotional intelligence. The second part is stress management. Now, this is also very important. The third part is social awareness. That is a key part of emotional intelligence. The fourth part is relationship management. Once you have a grip on these 4 areas of emotional intelligence, then you are good to go. So I'm going to be taking you through on what these 4 areas mean, right? And how you can apply them in your life. I'm also going to be showing you signs that will reveal to you that, oh yeah, I'm emotionally intelligent, and also help you know if somebody you're in a relationship with, or your friend or your boss, is also emotional intelligent. Now, self-awareness is the first one, right? It's your ability to accurately identify your emotions, also to understand why you behave the way you do and the impact on other people. Once you know these things, then you can say you are self-aware, right? You should be able to identify your emotion at every point in time. What are you feeling? You should be able to tell the difference between anger and disgust. You should be able to tell the difference between joy and fear. You should be able to tell the difference. I think maybe that's close, right? You should be able to tell the difference between joy and love. Yes. You should be able to tell the difference between various emotions, right? You should not confuse them. When you're able to do that, that is self-awareness, right? Being able to recognize and identify the emotion that you are feeling at any point in time. Is also the ability to understand why you are feeling that way. Being able to trace it to the roots that, okay, I am feeling this, or I'm having this emotion because this happened earlier in the day, or I'm having this emotion because this person did this to me, whatever, right? Or I'm thinking about this, oh, this is my thought that is making me feel. In fact, I'm going to give this, and I've shared it before. For every emotion you feel, most often than not, there are thoughts that are responsible for those emotions. So if you're feeling angry, check deep within you. There is a thought that is what's responsible for that emotion you're feeling. Probably you are processing an event that happened in a certain way that is making you upset, right? The way you perceive, the way you interpret events most times influences our emotions. So your ability to understand this, and sometimes you understand it better in therapy, your ability to understand this, right, reflects your self-awareness and also your impact on other people. How does this impact people around you? Do you just give bags bows? Over here in Nigeria, like bags bows is bags bows. It's like, give me, I give you, an eye for an eye sort of thing. How does your feelings, your behavior, right, how your response to situation, how does it impact other people in your space? Another thing also is your ability to understand how other people's emotion impacts you. So if a person is behaving a certain way, does it affect you? If a person, let's say your partner is angry, does it make you feel angry also? Or maybe your mood just changes, or you can't be yourself because this person is feeling this emotion, right? Self-awareness helps you reflect that, okay, I'm feeling this because this person is being, no, why I'm not supposed to be feeling this emotion. Instead, I need to have a conversation with this person. Okay, why are you feeling this way? All of those things, that is self-awareness. Understanding how other people's emotion impacts you. I'm going to be sharing some things or signs to help you know that you are self-aware. I mean, you're doing good in your self-awareness game, right? One, you're aware of your emotional reactions. The second one is you are able to differentiate between different range of emotions. Like I said earlier on, you're able to tell when you are angry from when you are ashamed. You're able to tell grief from guilt and all of those. You're able to differentiate your emotions. Another one is you're mindful of how you feel at every given time. The fourth one is you're comfortable expressing your emotions appropriately, even in personal or professional spaces. Another marker of self-awareness is that you're able to understand the function served by negative or strong emotions. Some persons, they feel like having a negative emotion or a strong emotion is a sin, or I shouldn't be feeling angry. It's so wrong. I shouldn't be feeling jealous. I shouldn't feel this. No, you're able to understand that it serves a function inside of you, right? It's like a checker for you to look deeply and reflect at what could be happening that is making you feel this emotion. You feeling it is not a sin. God put that emotion in you as a signal for you to check that, okay, there is something going on that I need to process properly. Another marker of self-awareness is that you are able to pinpoint the cause of your reaction. So when you react a certain way, you're able to pinpoint, this is why I reacted this way. Let's say you transfer aggression. You're able to tell that, oh, I did this because this. Or you snap at your colleague at work. You're able to reflect and say, okay, I snapped because something happened on my way to work, or because my spouse did this, or my parents, or my friend, right? You're able to pinpoint why you react a certain way. Another indicator of self-awareness is that you don't personalize other people's reaction. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say somebody snaps at you, then you start saying, oh, maybe I didn't greet well, or because I'm looking this way. No, everybody is responsible for the way they behave. People are responsible for their behaviors. If you don't get anything today, please get this. People are responsible for their behaviors. So one way that shows that you are self-aware is that you don't personalize other people's reactions. Another indicator of self-awareness is that you are aware of how your reactions affect other people. It's okay to feel a certain emotion, but it's not okay to display it inappropriately. It's not okay to snap at your colleagues because you are angry, because they say, oh, it's valid. Your anger is valid and all right. But what you do is what matters. Your emotion is valid, but what you do with it, what matters a whole lot. Let's say you are sad and you just take that moody face. You don't talk to anybody at home. You don't communicate. You keep your spouse hanging, or you give them silent treatment over time. No. And the last indicator of self-awareness is that you are supportive of those who might be nervous in expressing themselves. Let's say they struggle with expressing themselves, and you're able to support them and just guide them and not make them feel less of themselves than they already feel. So you're able to support them and just give them cues that, okay, what's going on? And then you repeat and ask questions to be sure that you're getting what they are saying. Now, all of these are cues that you are self-aware, and it's a good indicator. Remember, it's one major part of emotional intelligence. Now, let's get into the second part. The second part is self-management. Now, self-management is your ability to regulate stress and appropriately express emotional reactions, whether alone or with other people. The truth is that we are in a failing world. There are so many stresses out there. And in case you don't know, stress is a function of the mind. It depends on how you perceive a thing. If you see something as stressful, it's going to be stressful. Do you know why? Because something you consider stressful might not be stressful to another person. For example, there are some things that I consider stressful, right? I was having a session with a client and I was sharing that, I see architects, I admire what they do, but for me, it's a whole lot of stress, right? I can't imagine myself drawing all of those things and paying such attention to drawing and the markers. I find it stressful, right? But for some persons, it gives them joy. It's not any form of stress at all. So stress has to do with the mind. So self-management is your ability to regulate stress and appropriately express emotional reactions, right? How do you express your emotions? That is self-management. You're able to manage yourself, if I'm going to put it that way, whether you are alone or with other people. A part of self-management is self-regulation. This is your ability to calm yourself, right, when you are alone or when you're with others. Let's say you're experiencing a certain emotion or stress, in quotes, you should be able to regulate yourself and calm yourself. There's so many techniques that you can practice. There's a breathing technique, there's grounding technique, mindfulness, meditation. These are to help you self-regulate. You should also be able to manage frustration and anger instead of lashing out on people and giving everybody a piece of your mind. That is not self-management. Your ability to make decisions even in stressful situations also indicates your self-management. Some persons, when they are stressed, their mind just goes blank. But self-management is your ability to work to make decisions even in the midst of that. In your mind, you might be feeling, is this possible? Yes, it's possible. You can actually train your mind to become that person that is able to make decisions even in the midst of stressful situations. Now, I'm going to be showing you indicators or signs that reflect self-management. So stay tuned. The first indicator is that you are calm, level-headed, and even-tempered. I don't need to stress more on that. The second one is that you are effective even in highly stressful personal or work situations. I know that work can be stressful, but your ability to still be effective even in such space reflects self-management. And if you know you really can't handle it, you can take a bow. You don't need to remain in that space. You can go to somewhere else that makes your self-management easier. You're calm under high pressure. You're able to bounce back from difficult situations easily, quickly, and effectively. You're respectful towards others in all circumstances. You are able to modulate or handle intense emotions like frustration, anger, whatever it might be. Let's say you're feeling any of these emotions, you're able to handle it effectively without lashing out on people. That is self-management. Another indicator of self-management is that you are effective and controlled even in demanding situations. Also, you are attuned to others' emotional reactions in high-pressured circumstances. So what that means is that, yes, somebody is giving off some kind of reaction, right? Emotional reaction, and you're able to pick it and know that, okay, this is what it is, and have healthy conversations on what could be going on, right? That shows self-management. Instead of you just reacting based on what that person is doing, your ability not to react based on other people's reaction, yeah, that's self-management.